Hey everybody, it's Will of VIP Mortgage, and it's time for your local lender update. Last week we saw quite a bit of improvement on the bond market. We basically wiped out all of the movement in the wrong direction from the previous 2 weeks last week, and that probably means we're going to stall because that puts us back in the normal trading range we've been seeing since the volatility in the market kind of evened out from the Iran war. We did see a bit of a negative step back this morning, but it's recovered from that. Basically, at this point, I'm glad to see that rally, see rates get back down to where they were, but I think we're going to kind of bump along in this trading range until we get some significant news on the war or oil prices or something like that that makes the market feel like things are evening out a little bit better, and some of that temporary inflation pressure turns out to actually be temporary instead of longer term. And then of course we have the transition to the new Fed chair, and there's usually a negative reaction in the bond market when we have a change of leadership there. So if we do well, I think the market will kind of skate sideways this week, unless we get some good news on the economic side. GDP for the first quarter was a bit slower than the fourth quarter last year, which was sort of to be expected with the higher oil prices. And that puts us in an interesting thing going into the summertime. Kind of around the beginning of the year when rates were the lowest we'd seen in a while, a lot of people were asking me, when are they going to go down even further? And at that time, I was a little hesitant to think they would go down, at least this calendar year, because there's so many weird factors in the economy that need to kind of sort themselves out, and that change in leadership at the Fed has a lot to do with that. So hopefully we'll stay roughly where we are. There is a potential that the market sours on us a little bit, but we'll keep you informed. If there's anything I can do for you, give me a call, 719-232-7553.